after Bob Saget's family sued to keep further details of his death private. A Florida judge has now temporarily blocked the release of more records pending a later court decision. Writing, the court finds that plaintiffs will suffer irreparable harm in the form of severe mental pain, anguish, and emotional distress if the requested temporary injunction is not granted. One of Saget's former co-stars on Full House wanting to remember the comedian as a kind and loving person.
It's been difficult these past couple of weeks because of more things that have come out, and there's a lot of questions.
Investigators have photos and surveillance videos in their custody, but Saget's wife and 3 daughters are trying to block them from public view, saying they graphically depict Saget. His widow, Kelly Rizzo, wants people to focus on something else, as she told Hoda last month.
And he was just so kind and so wonderful. And everybody that was in his life knew it. And even anybody that would just casually meet him was like, wow, this was a special guy.
In response to the lawsuit, the Orange County Sheriff's Office says while we are sensitive to the family's concerns about the right to privacy, that must be balanced with our commitment to transparency.
We have an unresponsive guest in a room.
Saget was found dead last month in an Orlando area hotel room. Just hours earlier, he'd posted on social media about his comedy tour. The Florida medical examiner confirmed Saget died of accidental head trauma. The publicly released autopsy concluded the 65-year-old likely fell backwards, suffering traumatic injuries to the back of his head, causing bleeding in different parts of the brain and multiple fractures on his head and around his eyes. But there are still questions about how he got hurt so badly.
How likely is it that Saget would have intentionally ignored his injuries?
Very unlikely. It's very unlikely given how severe his injuries were.
That, experts say, means he likely was injured inside his room and not earlier.
He would have been confused immediately. He would have been not able to walk, not able to talk, and not really able to think much in a logical process.
So this was a temporary injunction. So does that mean the judge might revisit it at some point?
Yeah, that's the question. The final verdict in this is not settled. The temporary injunction was granted in part to give the court more time to litigate the case. Now, Savannah, as you know, in Florida, historically, public records related to death investigations were subject to release. But a state law passed in 2001, Hoda, granted some exemptions to photo and video records. So that will likely play a large role in the case moving forward.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. Gabe, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.